NASA is giving us an alert that 2 Apollo asteroids are set to cross Earth's path in a couple of days. Now, asteroids are often dubbed minor planets here. They're rocky, airless remnants. They date back to the formation of our solar system's early phase, and most of them found orbiting the Sun, and they're between Mars and Jupiter within the main asteroid belt. 2 moderately sized asteroids of Apollo type are on course to intersect our Earth in December. This is according to NASA's statement. And according to them, the first asteroid will approach us, has been identified by the Center for Near-Earth Objects Studies, CNEOs, as 219WH2. And according to CNEO's database, this asteroid has an estimated diameter about 79 feet across. It's currently traveling through space, average speed of 23,000 miles an hour, so you can understand how fast it is. The second asteroid to set hurling past us is at the start of December, called 219WN1. That's a little bit bigger. It's 98 feet across. Its current speed is at 22,000 miles an hour, so it's a little bit slower than the other one, which was 23,000 miles an hour. Now, both of them, 2019 WH2, the 79-foot across, and the 219 WN1, the 98-foot across, are classified as Apollo asteroids, and they have very wide orbits that go around our Earth and our Sun. The orbits of these 2 asteroids are capable of colliding with our planet because, as we'll see later what they are, where they're going to, they're right in our section of the inner solar system. They're like the result would burn up in the atmosphere when they do come at us, or explode in the sky instead of crashing to the ground, a la the Chelyabinsk type of meteor that we saw a couple of years back. But they can hardly be dismissed as harmless, since they are bigger than 66 foot across that we had over Russia in 2013, the meteor strike of Chelyabinsk. That was about 2/3 of the sizes of these 2 coming in. The Chelyabinsk meteor was a super volid. We didn't see that. We didn't know that was coming in at us, by the way, if you remember. And the same day we had another one coming over the USA, and they didn't see that coming in either. Anyway, Chelyabinsk entered the Earth's atmosphere over Russia, February 15th, 2013. It was caused by a 66-foot near-Earth asteroid due to its very high speed and shallow angle into our atmosphere, entering us. The object exploded over Chelyabinsk province of Russia at a height of about 30 kilometers off the surface of the ground. And some over 7,000 buildings had damage because of glass blown in, and over 1,000 people were injured because of the explosion caused by that. Now, scientists are not afraid that these 2 Apollo asteroids are going to cause any type of immediate harm to us in the form of Earth impact during their approach to us. According to CNEOs, 219WH2 will approach us December 1st from a distance of about 811,000 miles, and the second one of WN1 will visit us again on around December 1st, about 12 hours after the first one, and according to tracking estimates, it will be about 1 million miles away from our planet, so that's even farther away than the first one. But both of them will pass us on the same day around December 1st. And the Apollo asteroids, as we see in this beautiful green inner system area, they're basically between Earth and Mars, between the Sun and Earth and Mars. And they are a group of near-Earth asteroids named after 1862 Apollo, discovered by German astronomer Karl Reinmuth. This is in the 1930s, according to Wikipedia. They are Earth-crossing asteroids, and they have an abnormal semi-major axis greater than that of Earth, but perihelion, and less than Earth's aphelion distance. So they're going around our area between the Sun and us and Mars. And they're also called minor planets. Now, as of December 2018, a number of known Apollo asteroids is 10,485, making this class the largest group of near-Earth objects if we compare them to the Aten asteroids or the Atir asteroids or the Amur asteroids, of which 1,409 are numbered. Asteroids are not numbered until they have been observed by 2 or more positions, and 1,684 are identified as potentially hazardous asteroids. The potentially hazardous asteroids, near-Earth object, either an asteroid or a comet with an orbit that can make close approach to Earth and large enough to cause significant regional damage in the event of an impact. Now, the closer their semi-major axis is to Earth, the less eccentricity is needed for the orbits to cross. The orbital eccentricity of the astronomical object is a dimensions parameter that determines the amount by which its orbit around another body deviates from a perfect circle. A value of 0 is a circular orbit. Values between 0 and 1 form elliptical orbits. So, the closer their semi-major axis to Earth, the less eccentricity needed for the orbits to cross. And we said, February 15, 2013, Chelyabinsk meteor over Russia that exploded over the southern Urals in Russia, injuring 1,000 people and flying glass, broken windows, was an Apollo-class asteroid. As we said, they didn't see it coming in. They didn't know it was coming. And the same day we had another one over the U.S. coming in. They didn't see that coming either. And they were both Apollo-class asteroids. There's a known list of Apollo asteroids. The largest known is 1866 Sisyphus. It has a diameter of a huge 8.5 kilometers. And I'll leave a link below for you on this on Wikipedia. And well, the list here has the last one that was discovered was the asteroid Atlas HKO, Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System, Robotic Astronomical Survey and Early Warning System optimized for detecting small near-Earth objects a few weeks to days before they impact Earth, and is funded by NASA, developed, operated by University of Hawaii astronomical system. NEO-Y, that's what found that one. And in the year 2016, the NEO-Y's Wide Field Infrared Survey Explorer, NASA Infrared Wavelength Astronomy Telescope, was what found the WF9 dark sub-kilometer asteroid and suspected extinct comet classified as near-Earth object and potentially hazardous asteroid of the Apollo group. The last one that was found by Atlas HKO, as we said, the Robotic Astronomy Survey, is an Apollo asteroid discovered 23rd September 2019, just recently, briefly listed as on the list of European Space Agency with an 18-day observation arc. The nominal orbit passes about 2 million miles from Earth on September 27, 2084. Now this is, we have, according to Space Weather, over 2018 near-Earth objects. We also have something of recently found, because, back in July 25th, there was a small asteroid that was supposed to pass us beyond our moon, a 40-foot across asteroid, so it's pretty small. And they even though they don't usually find the small ones, they did know this one. They had spotted this one. And it was supposed to sail past us into the wild black yonder of space. But what happened was, it didn't do that. It came careening into Earth, and it hit us it impacted us in the Caribbean Ocean. And that's when the astronomers came out explaining to us that oh, it must have been because of the Yarkovsky effect. Well, most of us didn't know that such an effect exists, and yet it does. The Yarkovsky effect, this is again according to Wikipedia, it's a force acting on the rotating body of celestial objects of space. It's caused by the anisotropic emission of thermophoton. In other words, the solar radiation causes the little bitty objects in space coming at us to rotate on their little axes, and they tumble, and it's as if they're impacted. And because of the impact, it causes them to come off from their trajectory, and this one here came careening at us on July 25th. That this type of an effect was discovered recently by Ivan Yarkovsky, who passed away in 1902. He worked in Russia on scientific problems in his spare time, and he wrote a pamphlet around the year 1900. Yarkovsky noted that the daily heating of the rotating objects of space could cause it to experience a force that, while they were tiny, could lead to large enough effects in the orbits of the small bodies, especially meteoroids and asteroids. And Yarkovsky's insight would have been forgotten had it not been for Estonian astronomer Opik, who read Yarkovsky's pamphlet in 1909, and that's what also takes place. It does take place, and from what they have told us, good news, NASA sent a probe, the Osiris-Rex, to Bennu. That's the good news, it's there. Bad news is that the Bennu is so rough and craggy that the little rover can't land to take the sample of Bennu, which is one of the 4 major asteroids that are considered hazardous for Earth impact, and it cannot take a sample from Bennu. Not only that, you could imagine, it was a feat in itself getting there, all right? These things are traveling at anywhere between 23 to 40 something thousand miles an hour. So you can imagine our spacecraft got there and it can't land because it has no place to land. It can't take the sample to bring back to tell us what it's made of. Is it made of diamond? Is it made of clay? How would we be able to get rid of it if it was coming at us? And not only that, but it's come off its path because of the Yarkovsky effect. So the Yarkovsky effect does not only take place on small asteroids, it takes place on huge ones like Bennu as well. That's what they told us from NASA. One of my past videos just a couple of days ago, I reported on that. So anyway, it's a very different world out there, and more power to our space agencies. I believe that they should have this as a priority. Earth protection should be a priority because, as we know, we've had tremendous amount of impacts, over 120 confirmed impacts worldwide. I think the latest one with the big extinction level type of an event was about 12,800 years ago. The Younger Dryas, where we had this comet coming at us. They thought first it originally was over the North America, and then they found it was Northern Hemisphere. Then they found that it was worldwide impact. So we've got to do something to protect Earth from things like this. Anyway, those 2 are coming at us December 1st. Hopefully they won't, they're far enough out so they don't come careening into us unless, who knows, the sun and the Yarkovsky effect can always change their trajectory, unfortunately. So I'll leave links below for you for this. And I just want to wish everybody a wonderful and blessed Thanksgiving. And may we all remember that we're blessed. We have a beautiful planet. We have beautiful friends and family and loved ones around us. And I hope that we all have more peace and more prosperity and health and joy in our lives. God bless you all. And God bless you and give you whatever you want, always. So I'll leave links below for you for this on Sputnik. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.